You just make me laugh, Jason.
Oh,
right.
good. Well, that's the main thing.
It's a good start, isn't it, with the UK tour about to happen?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it being back out? It's been a little while since you did some stand-up comedy.
4 or 5 years or something like that. So I didn't realise how long it had been, because I've been in musicals, so I've been on tour and on stage, and then somebody said to me, "Oh, when are you going on tour?" I was like, "I've just been on tour," and then I realised I haven't been on tour for a while. So
I mean, it's sort of, they're very, very different types of things to do, but there's a lot of similarities at the same time, isn't it? I suppose you end up, you've just been on stage constantly.
Pretty much, yeah. There is nothing like you stand up, because it's the purest form of entertainment, because there's just no way of knowing until you say it out loud whether it's going to be funny or not. It's hard, it's like terrifying. It's still terrifying even now that you go, well, I think that's funny. I'll say it to this audience, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it is just you. For me, it's one of the scariest jobs. At least,
you
know, if you're chitty chitty bang bang, you're surrounded by a cast.
Yes, exactly. You can blame other people. Oh, it was his fault. No, it's all on you. But I came up with a thread of a thought, at least. Anyway, I called the show Muddle Class, which was sort of where I am in my life. Because my parents and my upbringing is very working class, very, I mean, not full, like, Hovis music in the background, Angela's Ashes, like, but, we were poor. And then my kids are, I guess they're middle class, aren't they? They sort of, and so I'm in this middle area where, and I was talking to my brother about it, and we were sort of discussing all the things that every so often you're like, oh, I like pies. I still like pies, but then don't mind a bit of quinoa from time to time. There's moments where my favourite was when my brother said...
a bit of sushi.
Absolutely. My favourite was my brother. So I said, what examples of middle class do you get? Drinking champagne out of a mug you won at the bingo. But my favourite was my brother, who said when he went to sign on, all he had was a fountain pen. I was like, that's for me, thank you. So I like that, and I feel like there's a lot of people in that same boat, where you're not quite sure where you are on the social spectrum, because you sort of aspire for one, and also there's that thing of, when you come from a working class background, of like, oh, you've changed. You're like, you're supposed to. You're supposed to change. That's what you're supposed to do. But my friends do it all the time. We have moments where, I mean, obviously, because I work in this industry, things seep into your pores. You can't help it. We played football a few weeks back, and I was driving, and the security guard came out, and I said, I had all the lads in the car, like, who I grew up with, all my mates, like plumbers and builders and teachers, and the security guard came out, and I said, hi, mate, where are the dressing rooms? And he's like, do you mean changing rooms? I could feel the lads like, that's it now. That's it. Are we having an interval? It's not half-time anymore, it's an interval. Like,
it's an audience, it's not a crowd.
Exactly.
Well, look, you've done, as I say, so much over the past couple of years, and this new show, Bigheads,
yeah.
Something a bit different for you, actually, I suppose, hosting something like that. I mean, it just looks brilliant.
Absolutely, and it was random, and some of the heads and they're all brilliantly made, but the disregard we have for these well-crafted heads is fantastic. But I just loved watching it, and what was interesting was we did it. We got people from the office, and from the production company and from ITV. Can you come and help us test out these games? And we all did it. I wore a Russell Brand head, and we had to go at all the games, and we were like, great, they all work. And then we got real people and offered them 10 grand if they won, and suddenly it's a different game.
Yes, of course it is.
Competitiveness comes in, and people are shoulder barging, like, it's brutal at moments. But it's very watchable, and we had such a laugh making it. And I think what I like about it is that in the first 5 minutes of the show, you'll go, I like it or I don't, and it's not going to change.
But the whole family can watch that.
Well, we watched it the other day. We watched the episode with my kids and my gran, and we loved it. And it works on that fundamental level of just a really funny game show. That's, and I think it'll be. I hope it'll be a hit. But 7 o'clock on Sunday feels about that time when you're like, full of Sunday dinner, settling down.
Exactly. You need a bit of a giggle before Monday morning.
Don't come to this show if you want a bit of satire.
It's just not there.
It's not. It's very much not that.
Well, it's right up my street, funny enough. So it looks brilliant.
It really made me think about some of the world issues. Like, it's not that. It's just people getting hit in the head.
Oh, Jason.
And falling over.
Oh, you do make me laugh.
Well, good, I'm glad.
I know. It's far too early in the morning to be giggling so much. Thank you so much, Jason.
My pleasure.
I will be watching Bigheads.